Yo, what up guys? Matt Ogus, Manlet of Light checking in. I got a new light box over there. I also have this crazy reflector thingy that I'll use someday. Today is my week 5 update, my Ogus vs. Jones competition. Today, actually 2 days ago, marks the 29 and 34 weeks out mark for my competition, so that's 34 weeks out from Ogus vs. Jones. What has happened this week? Well, this past week was a deload week. Nothing too exciting. In terms of my weigh-ins, last Monday's weigh-in was 178.8 pounds. And what actually happened on that day was my coach hit me up and he said to increase my fats by 5 grams all days. So throughout this week it was at 70 grams of fat. He told me to actually increase my carbs on all days except my refeed. So my regular day carbs were at 360. My refeed day was at 450. So my macros per day were 70 fat, 360 carb, 225 protein, and one day of the week my refeed day was 70 fat, 450 carb, 225 protein. But big butt, right? But I went to a few different restaurants this week. I went to sushi once. I probably went to Chipotle 2 or 3 times. And even yesterday I went to Hometown Buffet. Tried my damn best to you know, eyeball things as good as I could have. But maybe I made some errors here and there. Basically with this week, granted I also was on more calories this week than last week. But the total of this week was, my lowest that I hit this week was 178.4 pounds. So, I'm sorry, 187.4 pounds. Basically what that means is from my last week's low day to this week's low day, I lost 0.4 pounds if you compare those 2 days. I don't even want to talk about today because I woke up at 4 a.m. to weigh myself and I was about 190 pounds. Yeah, 190 pounds this morning. That was, you know, still with food in my stomach. 4 a.m. like I said, I had a really early morning this morning. So, you could say about half a pound lost this week or so. That's with increased macros. That's that. Chances are Eric Helms is going to tell me that I need to freaking hit my damn macros. And chances are he might lower maybe the fat back to 65 or maybe, I don't know, freaking lower the carbs by 5 or something like that. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to do my regular posing like I always do, guys. Let me know on what I can do to improve it, please. And what you think of my current conditioning. Like I said, 29 and 34 weeks out for my competitions. So, quick drink of water. And I'm getting this question a lot. Cardio is done twice a week. Doesn't matter what day, but I do it on Tuesday and Thursday. 400 calories. 400 calories each. So, that's that. I usually do the Stairmaster. In fact, I always do the Stairmaster. So, that's my cardio of choice. I do that twice a week. 400 calories per session. Let's see what I look like, guys. Okay. Not ready to break out the posing trunks yet. Still fat as fuck. So.
Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna do some commenting, so it's not creepy as fuck. So you know your parents don't walk in and find you listening to this silent video of me flexing for like 8 minutes. I know that can come off really, really weird, really awkward. So I'm gonna save you guys from that shit. Okay. All right. Front relaxed. Let's get it. I think in general I could probably even turn my legs out or my feet out even at a wider angle than how they are, and even spread them a little bit. I think for me the main thing is if I just will mentally push the ground apart, it really pops my quads out. But I think I could also stand wider. Here we go. I like the way the bicep looks, and I actually like the way the my side relaxes in general. It's starting to look now that I'm getting leaner. The obliques coming in and whatnot. I feel like the lighting didn't do my back as much justice as I think it could have here, because I took some picture shots earlier in the day and they looked much better in terms of my back. Here's my weaker side in terms of posing, all poses. My right side sucks. My left side is my favorable side. It's funny, like we all have those. You know, we all have a bicep that we think is bigger than the other, or a bicep that's stronger than the other. It's funny. But, took a bunch of pictures before this, so quick little disclaimer. I was not fatigued, but I already done some posing before doing this right here. And I also gotta hold these poses longer. I think Eric told me 5-second, hold on each pose. Hey, look, the arm definition's coming in. Shit, that looks cool. Good, glad. Yeah, I need to hold these poses for like about 5 seconds, just to have it down. Because on stage, you're not supposed to be jerking around like a fish, and you're not just holding it for half a second or 3 seconds. You're holding it for quite a while. But when you're practicing, a good 5-second hold is probably sufficient. And definitely make sure you're holding it at the most optimal, part of the pose. What you think is the best side chest or the best back to by. I think Eric told me to lean back a little more, so that's what I was trying to do, but at the same time, not really getting my biceps totally perfect here. I could have probably leaned my arms or rotated my arms a little bit. My back it is getting leaner, that's for sure. I just don't think this lighting particularly did it justice. Still need to figure this lighting thing out. If you guys have any tips for me, let me know. I'm using a light box. It's about 45 degrees from to the left from where you're looking at me. It's a little bit. It's probably 2 feet above my head, maybe 1 foot above my head. Like I said, 45-degree angle. So if you have any tips on lighting and that shit, let me know. It's just an octagonal light box. I'm wondering if I need to buy another one. I bought a reflector for outdoor scenarios in the future. But please let me know if you think I should get another light box. And also, I'm going to be looking at cameras come December, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. There we go. It's funny, like, just a different scenario, different lighting. It makes certain poses look like shit, and then it makes other poses look pretty good. So it's interesting how some poses in this video look better than last week's, but some poses from last week's probably beat this video. So it's funny, but I like how by trying these different places, we're getting a complete picture of my physique and how it's changing over time. We're not just getting one side of the story. And also, if the lighting sucks, you kind of get a more realistic, picture of yourself.
So yeah, really excited about this new light thing over here. Excited to see what Eric Helms tells me to do. Whew. But yeah, I need to probably tighten things up a little bit. Maybe a little bit Chipotle to just once or twice a week. Or eating out to once or twice a week. Doing my best to guesstimate the macros when I go out. Like if I'm going to a restaurant with fried chicken wings. Do my best to find the most average macro estimate for it on MyFitnessPal. And then even add a little bit of carbs and fat on top of it. So that's what I've been doing. Not sure if it's perfect, but the most accurate thing to do, obviously, is to weigh everything out yourself and all that good stuff. But one of my goals with this prep was to make it seem to myself and to others that it's like I'm not really even on a prep. Since in the last prep it was like everyone knew I was on prep, and kind of changed the dynamics of my relationships somewhat. But with this one, I'm trying to make it so that I'm not the odd guy out. I'm not the guy who can't go places. So that's that. Anyways, it's about having fun with your peeps. Anyways, not necessarily about food. And I could always make smarter choices when I do go out. Like not order the fucking things that the macros might be completely off on. Order something simple like a freaking salad or, something like that. So, dressing on the side. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this one. And let me know what you think. Peace out, guys. And quit being a little bitch!
Ogus cake!